We're halfway through our first day at sea, sailing on board the Disney Destiny. We've already been to the breakfast buffet at Marceline Market, been to the Quiet Cove area at one of its busiest times, and also looked around the shops on Deck 3. But there's still plenty to do. We've got the Frozen show later today, as well as our first meal at Prideland's Feast of the Lion King. That was deeply disappointing. But first up, we're heading to the place I'm most looking forward to seeing on this ship, the Haunted Mansion Parlor. But will it live up to expectations? All in all, load of rubbish. Join us in this video to find out. So we've put on our Haunted Mansion outfits and we're headed down to Deck 3 to the Haunted Mansion Parlor. This is the second Haunted Mansion Parlor that exists. The first one made its debut on the Disney Treasure, which was the Disney ship built before this one. And it was so popular, they brought it to the Disney Destiny as well. And I'm so excited for it, as I love the Haunted Mansion. And as we leave our stateroom on Deck 8, we spot a hidden detail in the light fixture, which is lots of intertwined swords, and we think it's a nod to Brave, as we're staying in a Brave-themed room with Merida artwork on the walls. And we also notice that the hook by the door has a symbol of 3 bears on, so it would be interesting to look down the other corridors that have different themes and see what theirs are like. As we head through the Grand Hall, we see that Santa is doing a visit, as it is December, a few weeks before Christmas. But we don't have time for that, so we continue on past De Vil's and to the Haunted Mansion Parlor, which can be found opposite the Sanctum Bar, and it's quite well hidden, as all you see from the outside is this archway lined with a velvet curtain, and on the other side of it is a small vestibule that instantly transports you to the Haunted Mansion. So the Haunted Mansion Parlor is a bar and lounge area with a spooky theme inspired by the Haunted Mansion rides, which, if you're not aware, is a ride that features in most of the Disney parks, and it was based on an original concept rather than an existing IP. And since then it has actually been made into a movie, but the ride was initially its own thing. And in a similar fashion to the rides, the Haunted Mansion Parlor also has its own backstory. And this one is based on a maritime legend of a sea captain who mysteriously vanished before his wedding. The portraits and decor throughout the lounge help tell this ghostly tale. It's also packed with Easter eggs that fans of the rides will recognise, such as Madam Leota, the hitchhiking ghosts, and the iconic purple wallpaper. In fact, there's so many artefacts in this room, you could spend hours in here examining everything and still find more surprises. This lounge is for adults only in the evening, but during the day you can bring children in here, and when we went it was pretty busy, so we ended up not being able to sit together straight away. But I wasn't going to let that deter us. I saw a big armchair, so I grabbed that at a table with some strangers, and then Sarah had another chair a couple of tables away, and we just had to wait out the other people until they left and we could sit together. But if there's anywhere I want to be left alone on this ship, it's here, as there's so much to look at, you don't really need to chat. And the room itself changes around you, with different lighting cycling through eerie colours such as reds, greens, blues and purples. There's also lots of special effects and animated elements, and periodically things around the room start moving, and it almost has the feel of a little show going on as the music changes and you get different bits of dialogue, and it's just excellent. I love it. So the drinks in here are an additional charge, and when we first sat down, the bartender came and gave us a tablet that was an interactive menu, and the drinks here all have a spooky theme to them, and there's also a little riddle at the bottom of the menu that says, "Tip and turn this book of spells, your spirit yearns for the secret it tells." And that's actually a little clue to another Easter egg in this room, which is a secret drink. So to find that on the menu, you have to tip and turn the tablet, and then another page is revealed where it leads to another little riddle where you have to fill in the missing words in this little poem by pulling them down from the top. And once you've got it correct, the secret drink is revealed, which is the Restless Spirits Experience for Two at $32. And this one is actually 2 drinks that come on a special gargoyle stand, although that's just for presentation, you don't get to keep it. However, there are some drinks on the main menu that do come with a souvenir cup if you wanted something to take home with you, although they're pricey. So I just went for the cheapest thing, which was the Grim Grinning Grape Potion, and Sarah went for the Restless Bones. I was a bit disappointed with the drink. I think because it was called a potion, I was expecting maybe smoke coming out the top of it or something, but it was just a pre-bottled drink, and it was very artificial tasting, and I couldn't really drink it. It was gross. Sarah didn't mind her one though, so I'll make sure I'll order that one next time if we come here again. You're on your phone. Sorry, you're enjoying it?
Yeah, no, I'm loving it. I was just looking something up. Oh, I love it. It's awesome. I love the ambience. You feel like you're practically on the ride. You just need to have a doom buggy to sit and move around. And it's very, very well done.
I was saying to Sarah, I think they should do it for more rides. So I'd like to see a runaway train, what's it called, Big Thunder Mountain, a Big Thunder Mountain one, and a Space Mountain one. The Pirates one was briefly stepped in for a moment earlier, but I don't think it's going to be as good as this.
No, it's just a pirate-themed pub, really.
Yeah, I think they would do well to do a Pirates one more like this, sort of more heavily themed. A Peter Pan one. Just all my favourite rides I would like. I could just sit here all the time.
Yeah.
But they don't do food. No, but I think there's a new one in Magic Kingdom or somewhere. They've opened another Haunted Mansion bar in one of the parks.
Oh, have they?
And they do snacks as well. So that would make it better.
Yeah.
All our ghosts have been dying to meet you.
One of the most interesting features in the room is the centrepiece, which is an aquarium that's sat beneath this huge creature. But inside the aquarium, I couldn't quite figure out how they did this effect, but you see like skeletal fish that appear, and they're like ghost fish that swim about and disappear. And at first I thought it was a screen, but you can actually see through the tank to the other side. So it's a bit of a mystery how they've created that effect. The concept of the fish tank pays tribute to ideas originally developed by Rolly Crump during the early Haunted Mansion development, as he was one of the main Imagineers that worked on it. And now, all these years later, they finally figured out how to bring to life the idea he thought of. Some of the other impressive effects used here are the portraits that seem to animate and move at various points, but they don't look like screens, they look like real paintings, so I'm not sure how they suddenly come to life. And then also behind the bar is a large mirror, and various ghosts appear in it, so there's always something going on to watch in here.
Serpents and spiders, tail of a rat, call in the spirits wherever they're at.
This is the mark out of here. The caddy.
We spent ages in here because we enjoyed it so much, and eventually the crowd started to clear out, so I was able to walk around the whole place and get some shots of everything. I love how all the furniture is in keeping with the theme, and you have all the different styles of chairs and lots of wood panelling everywhere. In fact, I wish I had a room in my house like this. Maybe I'll just leave one to get cobwebby.
Never thought I'd find a haunted mansion so relaxing.
Behind you. Thanks. You missed the bride was in the mirror.
That bloody bride. Can't get away from her, can we?
We've just seen a big crowd of people going to De Vil's, and we think there's something going on. It's possibly the performance where Cruella comes.
Yeah, I believe it is, from what the guy in the shop told me earlier today.
But it's obviously very popular, and the venue is at capacity, so you can't get in there. We're going to a show in a minute anyway, but one thing I would say is that the themed bars are a bit on the small side here for the size of the ship. They can get very busy, and it doesn't take much to fill it up.
I think they could have learned from reviews maybe of the first two of these ships about, well, from like the Treasure about the size of the Haunted Parlor Mansion, and maybe rather than trying to make too many different venues, make something just a bit bigger. Yeah. This is on more than once, I believe, so.
Right. And maybe towards the end. Did you say tonight is like a formal night?
It's optional dress up night. Sorry, now I'm going to get the giggles. Tonight is optional dress up night, so I am seeing quite a few people around dressed up. I saw one family come into the Haunted Mansion. Mum was in a full sparkly gown.
Yeah, I saw
Son
that.
was in a tuxedo. I was like, here's us in our shorts and t-shirt.
Sarah in a little hat.
Yeah, me and my little hat. Hey, yeah, I've still got it on.
You're dressed up.
Actually. Well, at least you spotted her quickly.
I just saw Cruella going in and I wasn't ready with the camera, but I think I just got the end of her. That was cool.
She's a very good actress. I've seen snippets of it on YouTube and stuff. So we're going to try and give it a go. It's on again at 10:30, so we'll see if we can get in later.
Yeah. So for now, we've got the Frozen Ever After show in about half an hour, followed by dinner at Lion King restaurant, and then we'll try De Vil's again. So busy evening ahead. So we headed to the early evening performance of Frozen. With the evening shows, they usually do 2 performances, and depending on which dinner sitting you have, you see the opposite show. So we see the early show and then have dinner afterwards. But people with the early dinner slot will eat before they see the show. We had been waiting quite a while and were right near the front of the queue, so we thought we were going to have our pick of the best seats. But when we got in, we found that most of the centre ones were already gone, and I think that's because concierge level guests get early entry to the theatre, so they get the best seats. No filming during the show.
Thank you and enjoy the show.
So we both enjoyed Frozen, although Sarah said she's seen better at the West End. I liked it, but we were also still quite sleepy, so we kept nodding off. But it was a good show, and I would recommend it if you're on board.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, I'm not criticising.
After the show, I went down to deck 5 ahead of Sarah to take a look around before dinner. As we mentioned earlier, tonight is formal night, so there's a few more people dressed up, although we'll be keeping it casual, as always. Deck 5 is where you'll find Mickey's Mainsail, which is what I would say is the main Disney-themed gift shop on this ship, and the only one that I haven't showed you. So this is where you'll find all the Disney-themed merchandise, from spirit jerseys to lounge flies to pins and t-shirts. They have stuff for adults and children, so it's well worth a look. As we're still in the first month of this ship's sailings, they have lots of inaugural merchandise as well, which makes a nice souvenir. Coming into the Pridelands Feast of the Lion King restaurant, there's a long corridor that leads you right to the back of the ship. And as you walk down this corridor, you're transported into the savannah with lots of tribal prints around and carved wooden artwork on the walls. It really helps set the scene, and I'm excited for what's to come. This restaurant is themed to the Lion King, so I'm expecting to see some African-inspired menu items.
112?
And I've also heard that there's a dinner show that's supposed to be really good, so I'm looking forward to it. Things get off to a disappointing start, as we're told that they're not doing the show tonight after all. We're on a 5-night sailing, which means we're going to dine in this restaurant 2 times, and we've just been told that the show is going to be on our 2nd night here, despite being told yesterday that it was tonight. So we're a bit gutted about that. And it's an African-inspired menu.
Thank you.
Good.
So it's not even the show?
Not tonight, no.
Why wait to the end for them?
I don't know.
But I thought, because yesterday we didn't really get much, today they would.
Or,
Same bread as we had yesterday.
no, it's a different selection. With different dipping sauce.
So the bread service today is slightly different. We've got a selection of rolls and some kind of dipping sauce. Did you see the table number? Table number, the lion. Our appetizers have arrived. Sarah got the black-eyed pea hummus. Did you? Is that it on the end?
Yeah.
And I got a green papaya salad.
There's a lot of coriander in this one as well.
I guess that's one of their signature flavours. This looks like beanstalk. Maybe that's the papaya.
Yeah, maybe.
It's refreshing, but not delicious.
Yeah.
We both got the same main course, which is the beef rib tenderloin. Sarah's very excited about this.
Prime rib. Not the tenderloin, it's the prime rib.
Oh, prime rib tenderloin. No, what's it called? Prime
Rib.
Beef prime rib. Messed it up. We both got the same, which is a beef prime rib for the third time. Dessert is served. Sarah's got another sundae with a lion on it. And I went for the Melba pudding that everyone recommends. It's like a chocolate pudding with apricot sauce served with ice cream.
I thought about it, I'm just not a fan of apricot jam. Again, every night I'm just keeping you on your toes, making sure you're watching. This time I realise. Hang on.
After a noisy and chaotic dinner, we make our way out of the restaurant. We've got a few things to say. Or I have anyway. Well, that was deeply disappointing.
Lovely meal.
The food was okay. My dessert was okay, but
My food was
not
fine,
special.
especially the main.
The main I liked. The starter was like nice. I didn't love it, but it was good enough. The dessert, I've had better chocolate cake from Tesco. But what really spoiled it was the people next to us with naughty children, and Sarah kept trying to tell them off because the parents weren't doing anything.
Children I think I've ever met.
So that was quite distracting the whole time, having like kids rolling around on the floor and bumping into us. And there wasn't a show. We thought it was going to be a show tonight, but apparently that's the next time we eat here. So all in all, load of rubbish. Okay, I was being a little bit harsh when I said it was a load of old rubbish. It was nice, just not quite as I had imagined it. And that was the restaurant I was most looking forward to. I think it was mainly because they didn't do the show, which our server had told us it was going to be tonight, but he made a mistake. So that's why we were expecting it. And because yesterday's dinner entertainment, I thought that wasn't like the full entertainment, because when you're on the 5-night cruise, you do 2 of the restaurants twice, but they only do like the full show on one of the evenings. And I'm not really sure what the Marvel one is, but I thought yesterday's wasn't the proper one. So tonight I was expecting a big show and I didn't get it. Anyway, after dinner, Sarah went to Cruella's to see if she could get into that. I was supposed to go, but I didn't fancy it, as it had been quite noisy in the restaurant. So I went up to Deck 11 to watch the cinema on the funnel. They were playing Maleficent, so I watched the end of that. And then I've come back in to get ready for tomorrow, as we're headed to Castaway Quay, and we're booked in to do the Stingray experience. I'm quite nervous. We're going to do like a feeding thing with them and then snorkeling. And I'm mainly worried about wearing the snorkel mask and not being able to breathe. Because when I tried it last, it still lets air in. And then, I don't know, it's just making me nervous. So I'm kind of a bit apprehensive about tomorrow. But if you would like to see it, then please make sure you're subscribed, and you can see what happens next week when I post tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today. If you have, then please give this video a like and let me know in the comments what your favourite thing has been so far. And I'll see you next time for snorkeling. Bye.